Yeah. So you ready for the Yankees-Rays ALCS? Because I feel like that's what we're going to see. That's what we're going to see is the Yankees and the Rays in the ALCS, and that team is just such a pain in the ass. I mean, we say it all the time. It's like just like we get bored of saying, well, the Yankees are so deep and they're so good. You almost get tired of saying, wow, the Rays it's unbelievable what they do with their payroll and this and that. But, I mean, it is true.
It's true, though.
And they right now, to me, are the biggest threat to the Yankees, hands down, in the American League. Because they play them hard. They know them. It's a shorter season, so it's not like this roster that can't stack up to the Yankees. Like the time of a season and the long haul of a season and the depth of the Yankees will overcome, right? But in a 60-game season, it's like the Rays don't give a crap. And that would be devastating. Like you think about the way that the Yankees have lost the last couple of years to, eventual champions in not this past year to the Astros who lost to the Nationals, but really good teams. Yeah. The Astros, the Red Sox, the Astros again. And then the Astros and the Red Sox are down this year. Of course, all the cheating stuff. And then here are the Rays. That's the team that knocks them out in the ALCS. It's this team that, fans, no fans, doesn't matter to them. They don't have any fans. It was pre-pandemic anyway. They're paid. Giancarlo Stanton makes more than the entire team. Like, that's going to be the most frustrating thing if the Rays end up beating the Yankees in the postseason somehow. But they're good, man. I mean, they're right on their heels. They find a way to beat them almost every time. Was it 5 out of 6 they've beaten them this year? So it's just that pain-in-the-ass team is not going anywhere.
It's funny because the one team, but because of their history with the Yankees, you would never, ever, 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 ever pick them to beat them. The Twins are a damn good team, too, with a lot of the changes they made. But the problem is you never feel like they're ever going to beat the Yankees. Right.
They could change their entire roster.
It doesn't matter.
Again. I remember going into that series last year. Hey, this is your same old Twins. I'm telling you, this is different. This Twins team is different. They are nasty. And that lineup up and down, they're just amazing. And then they got their asses kicked.
You're right. But there are some good teams in the American League. But I do agree with you. The Rays are a pesky bunch. I don't know that they have the pitching to beat the Yankees in the postseason. I know right now they've played well against them. I think the Yankee lineup, especially if they get right, too, they're just better. Now, you got to go out and do it. I understand that. The Rays are a weird team because I look up and down that lineup. I'm like, I don't get it. Kevin Kiermaier, like last night, he's hitting the ball all over the place. Mm-hmm. He's not a great hitter. Really good outfielder. He's not a great hitter, though, if you look at what he's done. Brandon Lau, now he's got 8 home runs, but like these are the guys. Willie Adames, like, man, they're good. Yeah. They're good. They're better than they look on paper. And it seems like that's the case every year.
Yeah, well, right, exactly. You say the same thing about him every year.
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, it's a great story, it's a cute story, but they're really not going to do anything in the postseason. That's sort of how you feel about them.
Yeah.
But maybe this year is different for them. I was surprised that Luke Voit didn't complain a little bit more when he struck out with the bases loaded.
A little low.
1 out. Yeah, he just sort of like, walked away. It was I thought that there was going to be some sort of complaint there. But that was their shot last night, down 6-3.
That was the seventh inning?
Seventh inning.
They also got screwed with the hit by pitch because if the pitch doesn't hit them, run comes in to score. Instead, you end up with, instead of a run in, man on third, you end up with bases loaded and they don't get the runs in.
Yeah, I mean, that was the time to capitalize.
Yes.
And Voit, who had already hit a home run earlier and is just on absolute fire, you thought that he was going to come up big again. Then you had Urshela after that ground out to third.
And even, I'm just looking at the video as you're talking, Susudo? Who the hell is that?
Isn't that a pepper?
Right, exactly. But that's to the point. Like, who are they?
Yeah.
They're good. That's who they are.
Right. I mean, in the Yankees, you hear them after the game, the Yankees say they're good. It's like, because these questions that you get, like, what is it about the Rays? And they're like, well, they're a good team. Like, even though they're no names and they're not us, they're a good team. and they beat them, they got to be pissed. The Yankees, after last night losing all these games to the Rays that they have this year, they've got to be freaking pissed off about this.
I would think so. And you got Garrett Cole tonight, so let's swap that around this evening.
Yeah, I know. Well, no hitter. That's what I say. It'll be a special no hitter.
It won't be special, though, because it'll be against the Rays.
It'll be special. Special no hitter.
A guy did make up a great point, though, on Twitter. I'll get his name later because he does make a good point. It's more special now because no one throws complete games anymore.
Yeah, it's true. That's right. I mean, how many times you see a guy who's working on a no-hitter and you hear his pitch count is in a certain spot, and then that conversation starts, well, what is he going to do?
Sure.
Is it about the no-hitter? Because of Johan and others who have been in that situation.
Well, Maeda took the no-hitter into the ninth last night. I didn't see this, but I saw his pitch count was 115. He gives up the bloop single. I imagine he came right out after that. I'm not sure. But he was in that 100, 110, 115 range, and that was it for him. And they wound up giving up the lead. They wound up winning. But, yeah, I mean, if he would have finished the game, he probably would have been in the 120s, I think, which to me, let him pitch. Okay. Let him pitch.
Yeah, there's that discussion. Guys picking up their phones right now in age 80 to older going, back in 1945, these guys,
Yes, Satchel Paige threw both ends of a doubleheader, which did happen back in the day.
Yeah, they were ambidextrous. They'd put 200 pitches on their right arm and then another 200 on their left.
They had a bunch of vendittis.
Yeah, you know it's coming. All right.
That's actually an interesting concept.
What's
to
that?
let him pitch both ends of a doubleheader, one right-handed and one left-handed.
Yeah, if you could do it.
That would be really neat, actually.
Yeah, why not? Right?
Why not?
I guess you'd have overall fatigue just from being out there.
Put some ice on your shoulders. You'll be all right.
Yeah, but your arm will be fine.
Right.
You'll be totally fine.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the red bell so you're notified when we have new content.